Hello friends, subscribers and new viewers of this channel. In this tutorial we explain how to correctly measure the read and write speeds of SD cards and micro SD cards. That is, we will explain how to correctly benchmark micro SD card or a simple SD card. Okay, for that purpose we are going to use this software which is called CrystalDiskMark, and consequently Google this software. Let's download the file. To download the installation file, you have two options. You can either go to this official web page or you can go to the SourceForge web page. I'm going to use the second option. So click over here and then click on the download button. And the file will be downloaded. Save the file in, for example, Downloads folder. Now, let's open the Downloads folder and you will see that you have downloaded a zip file. Consequently, you need to unzip it, do the right click, and then click on Extract All. And extract it over here in the Downloads folder. And you will see this folder over here which contains the executable files. If you're not lazy, you can simply copy this folder somewhere else, for example on your C drive, since it's not a good idea to keep the folders in the downloads folder. Here, in the interest of time, I'm not going to do that. Let's proceed. Double click here and over here you will see three executable files. We need to execute this second one. The third file is actually an executable file for ARM processors. Most users have Intel or AMD processors, consequently you need to execute this file, where this 64 stands for 64-bit. So click here, start the file. Next, close this software and then insert your micro-SD or SD card. Then start the software again. Let's learn how to benchmark our SD card. Over here you need to select your test drive. Here is my local C disk, local disk, and here is my micro SD drive. Consequently, I will select it. Then you need to select the test size. Namely, you need to select the test file size. The tests will be performed like this. A file of a certain size will be written and read, and consequently it's up to you to decide the size of the file. Let's, for example, choose this size over here. Over here you can perform several tests. Generally speaking, you can perform sequential tests or you can perform random tests. Sequential tests perform sequential read and write. Sequential read and write means that pieces of file are sequentially written next to each other. The same thing applies to read. If you want to read, the file is read like that. Since it's sequentially written, it can be also sequentially read. You have two options over here. Let's select the first option, but before we do that, let me explain what is this. Test count measures, or better to say, specifies how many tests we will perform. Usually the software will perform 5 tests and then the results will be averaged. However, let's, in the interest of saving time, perform 3 tests. And let's run the sequential test by clicking over here. And be patient, since it will take some time to write and read. You can see that currently we are creating test file and now we are testing the read speed. Let's see what happens and how fast is my SD card. This is actually 132, or better to say the standard form, close to 120 gigabyte file, SD card actually. And let's see the write speed. Let's be patient. And we can see they're approximately the same. However, let's double check now the random read and write. Before we do that, let's wait until the process completes. It is completed, and to perform random read and write, we need to select this option over here, and the process will start. And let's see what happens. Now, if you open your SD drive, on your SD drive over here, you will see that there is a folder called CrystalDiskMark and some numbers and letters. Actually, the file is stored in this folder, and this folder will be automatically erased after the tests are completed. And we can see this. We can see that the read speed is approximately 6 times smaller than the read speed in the case of the sequential read. This is usually the case. And we can see the write read, that is the random write read, is even maybe not 6, maybe even like 30 times smaller. Okay, interesting. Let's now try to change the size of the test file, and let's see will the results change. For example, let's select 2 gigabyte. Okay, let's perform the sequential read and write, and let's see the results. Now the test file is being created, and let's see what happens. Now again, it's going to take some time to perform this test. However, let's wait.